All right, coach's notes for Tuesday. We're starting off with power cleans, same waves we have been doing, 5-4-3. Just make sure people know to use that first wave kind of as a primer going into the last two waves, and ideally touch and going all the reps. Maybe that last wave drop down to singles since it's super heavy. I would just say touch and go for as long as possible. Then we move into some bike sprints with some handstand holds. So every 4 minutes for 4 sets, you're gonna do a 20-second all-out sprint on the bike, and then with the remainder do a max effort handstand hold. For our competitors, we're looking at a freestanding handstand hold. So to make it easy, I would just give everyone a mat and tell them they have to stay in the mat. They could take some steps towards, take some steps in the mat, but they can't go outside of the box. So that would be for RX hitters. Otherwise, I would do a handstand hold. And to kind of make it kind of hard, we could even do it against a band, so it requires a little more stability and balance. Or you could, wall walk into the handstand hold and just take one leg off at a time, practicing balance. Otherwise, people who, still are working on the handstand hold, just do, like a 20 to 30 second or a max effort handstand hold against the wall. But if they're able to do that for a minute plus, then I would do a harder variation. So plenty of options there. Make sure you go over that in your warm-up. So we have our power cleans, bike sprints, handstand holds. So I'm gonna start off with a Tabata bike warm up. So do both legs and arms, nice and easy. Do just arms, just legs. Then ramp it up a little bit. Do just arms, just legs. Then end with a pretty hard sprint, and then move into a more specific power clean warm up. So maybe just grab the PVCs out, do a general warm up, leg swings, pass throughs. Some stretches with the PVC too, front rack stretch, all that. And then move into more specific practice, that catch position in the power cleans, maybe do some tall cleans with that, working that power position. Remember, we want to catch lower, not wider, in a starfish position. So catching the barbell properly, work some high hang cleans, pressing using the hips, and then work down into, a full power clean. Then get barbells out, maybe do something pretty similar, maybe not as much, but something pretty similar with a little bit of weight, and then give people time to warm up. So we're looking at like 50%, and then finishing, I would say like 75-ish%. Really depends on the person. And then, also for the handstand holds, practice just some different variations of that. So maybe practice against the wall first, do some scat push-ups from a plank, then practice against the wall. Have people get out bands, practice doing it into a band. Just make sure they have a spotter when they first kick up, because you don't want, I've seen some people flip over. So make sure the band's in the correct spot. You want it about like a little bit lower than like ankle height. So get that situated, practice. For the people who are doing RX, practice that doing, inside the box. Just practice kicking up, being in a good position. You're using a lot of fingers with the handstand hold. So tell people that, practice that. And you can even do that stuff before you start. So have fun, guys.